you will, compared to you waited, you will lost your job. You get the fine, you're never going to pay off because that's this huge amount of money. And you lost, especially you lost your job. You lost
Right, but how do you feel about the government telling you you can't have a child? You can only have one child.
You basically, at that point, I guess I just accepted. I don't know how, but it's just, okay, that's everybody doing it. I have to do it. Because everybody, it's not only me. Everybody do it. So, But some people don't. There is people not. They don't want a job. They just move to other place. But they end up with get another job, which is, if you're lucky, you didn't get caught and you got another job, you're lucky. But for me, I have family here, I have relatives here. No, not a lot of people want to move to other place to start over again. But some people does. But they get away with it. And there is no punishment, something like that. But just you have to sacrifice a lot, though. You have to sacrifice. You have to have a second, a lot of people does. They just move to other city. And, get away with it. Some you can do that, just if they can find out, there is always a way to do it.
So you said you would lose your job. Would your husband lose his job as well?
You know what? I didn't even go to dig the detail, but I know I will lose my job because I have baby. I'm.
So
I don't know.
It's your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault. Yeah,
oh,
so
okay.
So.
Wow.
But and now, now it's because you have more freedom, because now a lot of people can move around. They move around without not even for this reason. So I don't think it's any, because I find that the problem now, they was telling me, and the young people don't want to have kids. So they was thinking, okay, my goodness, they will have old people here now. The young people, they want to get married in 39, 40. They don't want to have kids. So that policy probably, maybe 5, 10 years later, they're not even need it. Because it's really, maybe 10 years later, they want to encourage people to have kids. Like Russian did, they paid, what they did, I was talking to you about it, they was give you a half day off or something, have you go home early. Something like that. So I am thinking, and like the South Korean and the Singapore, they do the same, because young people don't want to have kids. They want to enjoy themselves. Also, I think it's probably the life, now as people get more stress, compared to 30, 40 years ago. They work so long hours, 40 or 50, or, it was 40 hours, now it's 60 hours per week. There is, of course, involve money, a lot of money to raise kids. So I think that policy probably not really exists. It's just.
Did I understand you right? Did you say that if you had a girl, they would give you a second chance?
Yes, for the just countryside, like a rural area, like a very rural area, like the west side of it, like all the mountain area, and all this upper north, like a Mongolian somewhere, and those places like mainly still depend on manpower. You have to, but I don't think, I think it's a policy more loose now, because if you, a lot of people now, they don't have any government job. Okay, so what do you do for me? I don't take the government, I don't have a government job anyway, so I just have a kids, and there was, it's
so
just
up in the rural areas.
Yeah, rural area.
Allowing more children.
More children, yeah. I see them, I heard them. They have 3, 4. It's not very very tight. But back maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago was tight at one point, very tight. But now I don't see it.
My sister-in-law lives in Beijing.
Yeah.
And she said it is very crowded.
Very crowded.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's just amazing. I think back, I went back 3 years, ago. I'm looking at, oh my goodness, if there is no policy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because just the base started to, it's 3,000 years history, and here's a lot of people already, and here's Mao was like everybody had 5, 6, 7 kids. It's just not work that way. You just the plans limit. You don't have that. More space.
Are China's doors more open to Western? Because when my sister-in-law and my family moved there, it seemed very easy to just.
Yeah.
Where I think in the past wasn't China more closed?
Yeah, it is very. I can see that it's very easy to in and out now. Yeah. I guess because the government